I had become donkey
Hello?
of the day.
Hi.
The Breakfast Club, bitches.
You're a donkey.
All right. Donkey today for Friday, May 31st goes to the owner of Mirage Beer Company, Michael Dempster. I've never heard of Mirage Beers, but they are a Seattle-based brewing company. And Michael Dempster is a colonizer. And one thing colonizers will do is colonize. See, colonizers are always trying to take control over something that doesn't belong to them. All right, some people call it culture vulturing. The moral of the story is when it comes to cultural theft, you will find no bigger thief than an old white man. All right, old white men be stealing. All right, just stealing things that don't belong to them and claiming it as their own. That's been going on since the beginning of time. Let's not act like cultural theft at the hands of old white male Caucasians isn't a thing, okay? How many times throughout history have we seen something created by a black person only to be taken by an old white male without permission, okay? The white person gets paid and the people who created what was stolen get nothing. No recognition, no awards, and damn sure no money. This just doesn't happen with black things. It happens with black people, okay? Remember that whole slavery thing, stole us from our homeland, used us to build this country, didn't compensate us? Yeah, that whole thing. Biggest cultural theft ever. Well, that saga continues because Michael Dempster is the owner of Mirage Beer, and yesterday on their Instagram, a picture of their latest beverages popped up. One called Snitch Blood.
Ooh.
With the red paisley pattern that Bloods wear on their rags. And then on the other can, it said, "Where you from?" And that had the blue paisley print that Crips wear on their rag. Now, we've been seeing an uptick in Bloods and Crips trademarking their names and phrases. The Bloods and Crips are becoming legitimate businesses, and they have that right. I'm sure you've watched Trigger Warning on Netflix from my friend Killer Mike. Drop on the clues bombs for Killer Mike. All right? If you haven't, you should. But for the purposes of this donkey, just skip to episode 3 titled White Gang Privilege, when Mike helps the Crips and Bloods develop their own legitimate brands through the soda business, okay? All right, I got a bottle of Crip Cola right here. You know what I mean? Okay, and as Mike so eloquently stated, if I'm a Hell's Angels member, that means I've already incorporated myself and I can sell merchandise. But if you are a Blood or a Crip, you are illegal and can't sell your own bandanas. But the white man can, and he will.
Oh, Lord.
Mike Dempster. I have no problem with Bloods and Crips changing the narrative and turning the gang culture into something positive through business, but I do have a problem with a white man profiting off black pain. All right, people died over those colors. Actual blood was spilled because of blood, and there's whole families out there that have the blues because of Crips. So how dare you attempt to turn people's traumas into dollars? But colonizers don't care about people. They care about profit. It's the American way. All right, the foundation of this country is built on blood and off the backs of others. If it wasn't for cultural theft, America would have no culture at all. Okay, ask the Native Americans. I'm sure they would agree. Now, YG, who is a known blood, he was on the Breakfast Club yesterday, and I asked him about this. You can't script this kind of stuff. I just asked YG about this yesterday, and then today, this story about Mirage Beer trying to sell Blood and Crip beers crumbs across my desk. Listen to what YG had to say about this yesterday. What do you think about gangs becoming a business? Like you see the Crips and Bloods trademarking, names or the Crip Cola that Killer Mike did. What do you think of that?
I think it's all fire. Like, as far as if you really a part of it and you turn it into some real business, if you not a part of it and you trademarking and all that,
right,
you's a whole ass and we gonna get you.
They gonna get you. Does he look like he's a part of it, you?
No, not at all.
Does he look like he's a part of it, Nick? Nope. I don't know if Michael Dempster is afraid of getting got, but he had a change of heart shortly after posting those beers. I'm not going to read his whole letter, but you can find it, I guess, if you go to, what's that, Mirage Beer on Instagram? I don't know. Maybe
it's still up?
Well, not the cans, but his apology letter. But, Michael Dempsey states it's in poor taste that he did this, and he thanked members of the beer community for forcefully telling him to check your privilege. And he said those responses stopped him from making an even bigger mistake, actually using those stupid labels and letting them hit shelves where they could then hurt, anger, or disenfranchise anyone who saw them, okay? He ended the letter by saying this was an egregious misstep, and I hope you think on it further. He said, we're all better off when insensitivity and ignorance are big deals, so he apologized. The biggest thing we can take from that letter is check your privilege. All right, it's just something all privileged people have to do constantly. That's the only way we're going to make this world a better place. Men got to check their privilege when it comes to women. Straight people got to check their privilege when it comes to LGBT. And old white men definitely have to check their privilege when it comes to everybody Okay? Old white men need to listen up right now. You don't have control over the universe like you think, all right? You can't tell women what to do with their bodies, and you damn sure can't tell Crips and Bloods what to do with their culture. Please let Chelsea handle my white work.
Hee-haw, hee-haw. That is way too much Dan mayonnaise.
That's right. You handed me.
What's
What
that?
was not yesterday. Mike posted May 27th. All right, Dan. Dates don't matter. Okay?
He wants you to
About
be
dates.
accurate.
It happened. All right. Yeah.
All right.
On Facebook, you can go read his apology letter. from
Well,
May
thank you
27th.
so much, Charlamagne, for that donkey of the day.
Yes.
Now,
I have no idea what we're doing next. I'm being honest
we're
with you.
talking about porn.
Oh,
You know why?
Because it's freaky.
Freaky
Okay, let's start
Friday.
over. Bring it back. Well, got to be more in sync. You ready? It's Friday. You know what that means? It's Freaky Friday.
Yes, and today we are going to be talking about porn. That's right. Willow Smith has the opportunity
Oh, don't
to
bring this up again.
direct a porn. She's of age. She can direct a porn. She's not going to star in it.
I know.
And she hasn't accepted this offer, but she did say that she does like artistic porn.
Yeah, but this just makes me think about the fact that one day my daughter's going to like sex.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Don't you want her to enjoy herself?
No.
Sex is not a dirty, taboo thing,
I'm not saying it is. I'm just saying what I don't want my daughters to be doing. But I have to accept the fact that they will.
They wouldn't even be here if it wasn't for sex.
If they wouldn't be here if it wasn't for me being with somebody's daughter.
Mm-hmm.
That's just the truth to the matter. We're all here because we had sexual relations with somebody's daughter. That's just a fact. Your mama was somebody's daughter. Your grandma was somebody's daughter.
Would you feel different if it was your son
Of course.
who's going to have sex one day?
Yes, double standards do exist. Of course. Yes, I would. Absolutely.
All right. We have to stop teaching young girls that sex is bad.
I ain't telling them that it's bad. I'm just saying what I don't want to
But it's a
know
natural,
about.
normal thing, and you want to make
Yes.
sure they have a healthy relationship when it comes to sex. Now,
Mm-hmm.
today, however, we are talking about porn. So, if you were going to direct a porn and had an opportunity to submit a treatment and have a porn come out, what would your porn be about? Think about it, and you guys call us up 800-585-1051. You're directing a porn.
Oh, I got some fire ideas.
What's the plot and what's the name
I
of
would
it?
remake Coming to America and call it in America, and it'd be a girl named America. Why you bleep me?
Because you can't do
You
that.
can't tell me to talk about these things and then bleep me.
Bleep
How
yourself.
dare y'all?
Hey, bleep yourself. That's a good porn.
I don't even want to play this game no more. I just told y'all a great idea and y'all bleeped it. I'm not,
Well, you tell us your great ideas. We might have to bleep you, but just be aware this is going to be on the radio. 800-585-1051. What would your porn be about? Call us up. It's The Breakfast Club, and it's Freaky Friday.
Hey. Charlamagne the God here, and today's Donkey of the Day is brought to you by the law office of Michael S. Lamonsoff. Don't be a donkey and call my friend Michael if you've been hurt in a construction accident. 212-962-1020. That's 212-962-1020. Don't be a donkey